Hi, I'm John Leiber. I'm running for Wisconsin State Treasurer. Just out here today in Riverside Park next to the Rock River here in Janesville in Rock County. And another rock, I met with the Rock County Republican Party. Sorry, there's bugs all over the place by the river. And I just want to answer another question. What does the treasurer do, actually? Now, I get asked that question a lot, and I want to start out by saying what the treasurer doesn't do. I've had a number of people ask me, does the treasurer take in money? Does the treasurer accept checks from people and go to the bank? No, the treasurer doesn't do that anymore. Somebody asked, does the treasurer have subpoena power? Do they get to investigate things? Do they get to compel testimony from people? And no, the treasurer doesn't do that. And apparently one of my opponents has been saying that if they are treasurer, they won't sign the bills or sign checks for programs they don't agree with. And the treasurer does not have that power. That would basically be an unconstitutional veto, because the treasurer doesn't get to decide which programs are funded or not. In fact, the treasurer doesn't have any role in the budget process, as it were. Now, the main role remaining of the treasurer is to be on the Board of Commissioners of Public Lands. That's a mouthful, but basically what the board does, it consists of three people. It's the Secretary of State, the Attorney General, and the State Treasurer. And this board was created back in our very first state constitution back in 1848. And it's been in there ever since. Now, what the board does is manages the commission, and that's a small agency with only 9 employees, but it manages a lot. It manages 77,000 acres of state land, mostly forest land, and it also manages trust funds equaling $1.4 billion. That's billion with a B. Now, that's a lot of money. And the treasurer's role, as a board member, is to make sure that money is not spent, but maintained for the future of Wisconsin, and the land that is used to benefit the people of Wisconsin. So what happens with the proceeds from the trust fund and the managed program land is that the income is used as state aid around the state, mostly technology for school libraries. The fund also serves an important program for our municipalities around the state. Now, there's a program that municipalities can ask to take out low interest, low cost loans from the state. Now, not only does this benefit the municipalities because they get lower interest rates than if they'd gone to a bank, but it's also a much faster process. And the money is all kept here in Wisconsin because all the income from that interest is kept here and distributed as aid to the people of Wisconsin. So not only does it save the Wisconsin taxpayers money, it also saves them money on the other end, because every dollar that's sent in aid is one less dollar that has to be collected in property taxes. So that's the main role of Wisconsin treasurer. And as treasurer, I want to make sure I focus on the duties that are there and not go around trying to add more on. I think that's enough for the treasurer to focus on if it's done right. Because being a board member is more than just going to a 15-minute meeting once in a while. It's preparing, and it's overseeing, and it's making sure the agency is doing the proper job all the time, not just at a meeting. Because ultimately, what happens at the meeting isn't as important as what happens before the meeting when you prepare. So thanks for listening, and again, my name is John Leiber, and I'm running for Wisconsin State Treasurer. Thank you.